I'm sorry.
Session 23. Last we left off in session 22, the party had just finished the mission with Wolfgang, with Wolfgang that they had gotten from Dr. Weber. Sorry, I didn't write a recap, you guys. So essentially, you guys exited the Feywild, got the crystals that you needed for it, and then decided to head towards the city of Ashwood because Aurelia Beltane had made contact with the party and told you guys that she had information regarding Richter's movements, or at least as much as she was able to glean in the time that you guys have been away, which has been about 3 months. Well, honestly, longer than that. Actually, you haven't been in Ashwood in like 6 months. But you contacted her weeks prior.
Like a month, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it was 4 or 5 weeks in one direction.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
saying.
then 4 or 5 weeks in the other direction. So at least 2.5 to 3 months since you've last seen her physically.
Talking about since we sending some contacted her and asked her to get it's been like 5 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. Regardless, you guys head towards the city of Ashwood because that's where the Feywild let you outside. Once you headed back into the Middle Earth. At that point, when you got to the walls outside of the city, you saw that there were wanted posters posted everywhere that had Derek, Torin, and Murrock's face on
No,
it.
it was just his.
No, everybody's faces.
I know.
Yeah.
The 3 people who were there.
Torin and Derek decided to wait outside.
Are you telling me we could have gotten a ton of money if we turned his body in?
To be fair, he was being eaten. But yeah, you totally would have made so much money.
Well, we gotta go back.
We can cast minor illusion on a random.
It'll only last for an hour.
I'll let me see how yourself get
How long does it take to get the catch? Right. Hand in the body. I bet it's more if they're alive. Let's scan them. We just gotta get this random civilian in and out in an hour.
But given that Torin and Derek stayed outside of the walls of the city while Barnaby, Yume, and Helios explored inside. When they were inside of the city, they went to an inn that was closest to the wall, which was like basically a little shithole, very cheap to stay in, but someplace that their identities wouldn't be like known immediately. They could stay low undercover. While they were there, they also went past the stables on their way of dropping Wolfgang off at the ports because their horses were there, right? The original parties. When they were there, they saw the emblem and flags of those part of the Blue Dragons. Eventually, after reconning and sharing what information that they had, giving them cloaks so that way they would be able to enter the city, Torin approached the stables, was able to make contact with a known member, Seiji, who basically he's a footman, if you can imagine. In the hierarchy, it goes Dansho, Hiroshi, which you guys have met several times, and Seiji is like... You do know Hiroshi.
All of them. You know,
It's not
nickname.
Yeah. And Seiji tells Torin that Dansho has had an assassination attempt made on him where he ingested some poison and hasn't woken up. And it's been about like a month or so since the initial attempt.
So then he's in a K-hole and tries to kill you again.
What they do know from the information is that the culprit seems to be either a member of BTS, the Berserker Trader Syndicate, or from another rival gang within the Blue Dragons, because there are several families within it. Torin's family happens to be the Kono family. They're K's.
Can't do a K.
I'm pretty sure this is what it is in sign language. It's like this, yeah. Yeah.
Read a name.
They don't have any name on him yet, but they do know that it's a human man with a scar on his eye, brown hair, and was posing as a trainee. And the given name that he had was Tatsuya Higurashi.
That's the name he gave them?
That was the name that he had when he was working under the Blue Dragon.
So we're assuming that's an alias, and that name means nothing outside of that role.
Yeah.
You'll never be surprised.
When
Can I
he-
have my
your notebook and your pen and
Nice.
shit. Can you please grab it yourself? Because I'm still in the middle of recap, and I have for 5 minutes. It's okay. It's in the frontmost pouch, and the dice are on the side. Yeah, it's literally not. It's almost 9:30. We haven't even started.
Okay.
They also figured out that Aurelia. Well, Torin made contact with Aurelia and told her to meet them at the club, which Seiji was investigating because the last known contact that Seiji had I at least identified a culprit that might have been the same person that they're targeting. That's Tatsuya, and he had frequented this club. Right, so there has to be at least a connection there somewhere. Somebody he's either working with or somebody he has some kind of affiliation with. When they meet up with Aurelia, the information that they are able to glean about Richter is that he was last seen in Ashwood, and there's no news about Richter per se because nobody really knows what Richter's real face looks like. However, there is a lot of information about Kanye Armorvest.
Hell yeah.
And the information that they have from them is that he is about to go on a world tour for his new album.
blackmail.
It's happening first in the cities east of the Ripperado Mountains in Anatolia, heading west. The last performance will be set about a year from now on the western continent in the city of Sarn Gabir. And there is said to be some kind of surprise performance planned for that last session.
Hope for a badass show. I ain't got enough money to go myself though.
Meanwhile, Yume was able to make friends with a bartender, or rather a waitress, that was working on the top floor.
Are you legal in Jersey?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's fucking go. Makes it even better.
When she made friends with the waitress, she also was able to get information about potentially working there and has gained access to the VIP floor, which is below you guys currently. The last time she had contact with the party was through Helios through message, and she alerted them of her location.
That she was going downstairs and trying to get a job.
We open up with Yume following the half-orc manager. And he says, here, I'm going to show you where the dressing room is. And he ushers you into a space. Rock, if you would be so kind. You see where your thingy is?
Right over here?
Yeah, this corner, that's a room.
Yes, that's right.
No, that's a stage.
The other side.
It's right
Sorry,
here.
yeah.
Okay, yes.
That's a, yeah. So put
So
these
put
there
that
and
here.
that there.
Alright. Are people gonna
So,
watch me shit?
The other dancers might. The manager might leave, but he might just expect you to change in front of him who's dancing naked anyway.
yeah. And
They're on.
as we speak, there are 2 women there, both currently topless and in the middle of changing into different stage outfits from like what seems to be regular clothes. The 2 that you see are a halfling and a creature that you have not encountered before that seems to be a red lizard type person who is significantly smaller, around the same size as the halfling, maybe a little bit taller,
So
around 4
there's
feet.
Kobold. There's a kobold stripper.
Laser strip.
You might have, honestly, you're 2,000 years old. You have probably encountered one. Yeah, no, you definitely have.
But it's been a while.
It's been a while because they're usually on the western continent where the scorched plains are, the deserts, lizards, right?
Dragonkin.
they both like see you and they like don't stop what they're doing and they're like, is this a new girl? One of the halflings. She's fixing her hair in the mirror and like getting herself ready for it. You can tell that she's like in a rush though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not trying to interrupt if you to get to this. Well, just like to the lizard. How'd you get here? Where'd you?
She looks up at you like, and you can see like in her face, like she is like very like she's slower than the other one significantly and feels to be uncomfortable in this situation. Like maybe that like this wasn't where she planned on
She doesn't
being
want to
today.
be here.
Yeah.
She may or may not have been sold
The
into
manager-
sex
is
slavery.
manager-
The manager is still currently in here, and like as you're like having this conversation, he has his hands in front of him, and you can see him leaning against the door, and he's staring at you, not doing anything, and you can tell that there's like a raising frustration.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to him and just ask, like, so what should I really change into? Or
The lockers are right over there. You could choose whatever you want. But these two girls are going to go up on stage, and then once they leave, I'm going to have a conversation about like what we're expecting you to do today.
okay, so I'll go
Would you
first.
assume that there's more than 1 foot of stone between any of these? Are any of these walls more than 1 foot wide? That would stop message from going through. Message
More
is
than
stopped-
1 foot?
message is
No.
stopped by 1 foot of stone.
That's a lot of stone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of stone, and this is a wooden building. Like so
wood,
basically-
3 feet of wood. 3 feet of wood.
So this top floor, this is a basement landing area, so it is dug out, but medieval, right?
But
So it's
assuming they're
mostly
below, she's
it's-
below us by
it's
like a
mud.
wooden mud
But
floor.
like the wind
Message would still go through.
He can hear just like it's just through the floor base.
Yeah, message would still go through.
yes,
We're on top of them now.
yeah.
So like in Yume's head, I'm just gonna be like, Yume, everything going good down there?
Yeah, remember, it's technically not quite in your head. You kind of have to like.
Okay, so before I respond to you, I'm
And
gonna,
can reply in a whisper that only you can
Yeah,
hear.
they gotta whisper. They have
And
their.
it specifically says that only you can hear.
He did tell you to head over to the lockers,
so I'm-
and his back is to the door, and he's just kind of like staring out into like the room.
I'm gonna go over to whatever locker, open it, and then I'll respond to you, so no one can see my face.
Okay.
So no
As she
one can
like
see my mouth.
is inside. Okay.
I'll just tell you that yeah, everything seems to be okay. I'm downstairs in a locker.
So I'm gonna like send a message back like this line of communication is open. So if shit goes south, let us know. We'll kill people and get down there. It's not a big deal.
Well, you have to send it first, right? And then she can respond.
I wasn't even wondering where I am.
Nobody's asked.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. You're right. So I'll be like, we'll check in every like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, because she's not a spellcaster.
Right, so she can't cast.
She can't innately do
so
that,
I can cast message and be like, I'm gonna
and she can
check
respond.
in every 10, 15 minutes.
Do I notice if like the lockers have actual locks on them, or
They
they're
do
just-
not. Not a single one of these lockers actually has
My
something.
shit can get stolen.
Should I think about it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can make it, guys.
My water's in the floor.
So when you first open that first locker, though, you do see one outfit in it, and it basically is essentially just like think like a bikini that's covered in
Like
studs.
doing everything.
Like it's like rhinestones and stuff.
Interesting.
Are there any more options? Can I open the other one?
So you open up another locker.
Sure.
You open up another locker. You see pasties and a thong.
Also interesting. Very interesting.
Those are my two options.
So you open another locker. At this point, the orc guy is looking at you a little bit strangely. Are you gonna make a decision, or like, are we gonna be here all night? You open up the third locker, and it is it's basically yeah. It's basically a bikini, but it's like covered in like leopard fur, and then it also has ears and tail.
Great.
Where the fuck do you think?
Okay.
Open the third locker. Open the third locker.
Just shyly close the door. Back to the first one, and I'll take the studded bikini thing. Not
Okay.
the pasting. but-
Yeah. So okay. So then you're changing into it. Like the other girls,
I'll take my cat suit off.
you can find an area that's a little bit more discreet. That's like kind of in the corner.
Like a wall somewhere,
You don't have a wall that completely covers you,
but somewhere.
but it at least has partial coverage enough to like hide most of your body, like above your shoulders.
You're confident.
Yeah.
And if it's off my shoulder, I'm gonna turn around and face the manager while I change.
Yeah, it's because you can imagine that like you found an area that is lockers accessible to the halflings and the kobolds while they're creatures.
No.
But I'll face the manager so I can just see
Okay.
if anybody else comes in.
currently nobody else comes in, but those two other guys, there's a lot of talking right now. So can somebody move these two girls out? At this point, they would be one and one. But at this point, like you've what did you ask me? What did you ask my character?
What?
You said you turned around and faced my character.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I was just watching to see if anybody else was in the room.
Not another person enters, but only those two girls leave, assuming that they're going to go on stage.
That makes sense.
Can you do a perception check really quick?
Too much side conversation.
I know, I haven't seen you guys.
I have ADHD or something. I can't.
16.
It's hard for me to focus.
Careful.
So 16, you do notice that there happens to be like a door that's in the very back of the room.
Okay.
And it seems to like it has like the name Candy written on it in gold paint, and it's kind of like rimmed. It looks definitely ornate. It's not fancy by any means
Okay.
because essentially
But
you are
for
still
this seedy, disgusting strip club, it's very fancy.
Okay.
yes,
Saying that there's somebody's like special room back there.
yeah.
I'm not gonna ask Preston about it because I feel like he's gonna yell at me, and I don't want him to yell at me.
Okay,
I'm gonna wait.
we're gonna take a pause then. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop 50 gold on the counter. Hey bartender, how much does a bottle of something cost in this joint?
He takes the 15 gold from you and slaps a bottle down. That seems like about the same amount.
It's definitely 2 goals.
And how much does it cost to go VIP in this place?
You're gonna be spending a lot of money, brother.
Helios, how much money do you think that should be?
I don't know. I seem to think they have a pretty high standard of their place here. Bartender, let's be real here. A bottle of you're just gave us a bottle for 15, and I know you can tip for yourself. How about we throw you
I hope
another
that was
10?
the point.
How about we throw you another 10 for you, and you get us that VIP access?
How about you throw me 200 gold pieces and then maybe we'll talk?
Barnaby's gonna stumble over.
Oh, that's right.
So you see this conversation, you stumble over. Do you sit next to them?
No, I'm just like stumbling down. I'm not over 10, I'm drunk as
I'm gonna start pouring shots. I'm gonna start pouring
200?
shots for everybody, including me.
What type of place do you really think this is? We all know that. How about 75?
You give me 200 gold pieces, and then maybe I won't kick you out of this club.
For what? I'm gonna get a persuasion roll. I got high charisma.
You're fucking stoneless. Do you not have anything that can help you?
Well, I'm trying to use my +9 to persuasion here,
That's why
but
you can use the spell though, and then you're
You get to roll
Guess
it.
what?
Like persuasion, and you should roll.
I'm trying to persuade him, and I haven't gotten a roll yet. But I have nothing other than silvery barbs, which is what I would use in my roll.
What did he roll? He's trying to persuade the bartender. Isn't it not just based off dialogue? They have to roll for this.
I mean, technically.
I mean, unless
Yes,
the DM
but this is.
saying
I'm
that,
saying that this
the number
character is
so-
firm on this number.
You're not just persuading. You need a spell, so you need like charm.
I don't have
Yeah.
anything like that.
That's what you need.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you have something like that?
No,
Because you're a cleric, right? Yeah.
I have heal and more heal
Yeah.
because I want to heal first.
So
Oh,
from
alright,
from his
so-
perspective, he just knows that you bought a bottle and you were asking to get into the VIP. He does notice you come up to him. He takes a step away from you and he's like, "Can I get you anything?"
Yeah, man.
He reaches underneath the table for a second and puts one on the top. He's like, "I figure you want the one that's more affordable."
Okay. Thanks for trying anyway. But
So what's on there?
Well, that's more. He specifically said he gave you the more affordable one, so we already
So-
said you're broke.
Not one. I just need all my money.
the bottle down to
So
the
honestly, like, there's actually like pretty impressive meals, and they're charging like a pretty decent amount. Like they're like the inn that you just stayed at, one meal was 1 silver piece. This one, like the affordable meals are starting at like 5 gold pieces. But they're like things like veal and like hot roast and like okay. So the most you go down and you see this thing that's kind of like
Top filet mignon.
yeah. Yeah.
The shape trouble itself.
Food. Let's say okay, I don't know. Here's 5 gold pieces. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, this is what I needed.
Put down 35 gold pieces and be like, If it's any good, I'll let the chef know. But if not, I want to fucking cook off with them.
You ready to eat those words, buddy?
Oh, for $35, I better be fucking eating my goddamn work. Fucking good, gold. I better be eating my goddamn fucking words.
Okay, so he's like, I'll give your compliments to the chef when you tell me how it is. And he makes eye contact with let's say like the bartender is like over here, and he like makes eye contact and he goes like this, and he just like whispers in her ear something really quick, like they like walk a little bit around from like the counter, and like you see her eyes just go wide, and then you see her like actually get like kind of like nervous excited, and like you see her like then go away to attend all the other tables, but she's keeping an eye now because she's like this is drama.
I want
Yes.
to sip I want to sip the. I poured drinks before.
Yes,
I want to sip it. Is it good or is it shit?
the one it's decent. It's like it's gonna get you drunk, but it's like on the lower end of what they have in this area.
Barkeeper, are the drinks better in VIP?
So much better, dude. I wish I could work down there.
All right, I'm gonna drop the 200 gold pieces on it. For VIP. You're getting an 8% tip. You're terrible. Give me the VIP. Just being honest,
That's
kid.
still 16 gold pieces. That's so
That's still, yeah, and for like this kid who's like serving like 15 gold piece like bottles, you know what I mean? That's honestly not bad at all for a commoner. So he's like,
Yeah.
all right, but I have to go downstairs to like get
I
that.
meant a tip on the bottle.
Oh, you want to like?
I'm
yeah, no.
giving 200 gold pieces.
To get us
I'm
in.
telling
He's
you.
giving us 200
Yeah.
gold pieces to get us in.
Oh, it's not for a
He's
bottle.
saying-
It's 200 to get in. Okay,
He's
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that. He's saying he's only going to throw the guy like gold piece for the.
The bottle that he served us
Yeah.
as a shithead too.
Got you. Okay.
And I'm buying the VIP.
high as fuck, right?
I'm also high as fuck right now.
I think stronger. Okay, cool. I think okay, just check.
I promise right after we do their part, we'll get to this.
I'm fine. What you gotta do?
But anyway, you see him. He's like,
I'm looking for delicious.
all right, you can come follow me. He's like,
Good way to come.
but it's 200 per person.
I was coming.
I guess I'm staying here. Keep an eye on top.
Hell no, man. He said it's 200 for parts. You don't pay for VIP
Because
for
it
a
sits
person.
there, so I was out.
It's like the
Ridiculous
money that
business.
they're
Now
throwing
you think
around.
you're scalping me. On our own insight, see if this kid's scalping me.
Okay.
Because I think this kid's scalping. There's no way.
It's a right night game.
Per person? You kidding me? We're gonna buy drinks
When I
too.
open, people would not stop.
Me and my homies. You don't go VIP
I got
per person.
like 5.
It's ridiculous. Flat 12.
It's hard to tell with this kid.
With my instincts, he's fucking scalping us.
Okay. So what do you say? What do
I'll
you
talk
do?
to your manager. Oh, Karen.
You see it like
$2 a person. We're about.
he like gives you like he gives you this look. He's like, if I bring you down, will you not go to my manager? I really need this gig.
Oh,
Sure, but we're only paying 100 gold to get in there.
Now that I can't do. You pay at the door.
okay.
Alright, we'll talk to the door guy.
Bring us down.
So you see him call the bartender over one more time, whisper to her, and then she's like, okay, like you guys can come follow me. And she's like a lot younger. She's the same girl that she was talking to originally, who's just like, she's just like there to like make money and dance and shit. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh my god, you guys must have a lot of money, huh? And she leads you over this way.
That's a good start.
So she leads you out this way, and basically where it is, it's kind of like it's a hallway. See this door over here?
Yeah.
So there's like a hallway that leads and around. You can actually see like where like the kitchen area is over in here. It's like pretty small, but like the chef is cooking currently in this, and it looks like it's him and a couple other people. Seems to be like a human, like think like looks like Gordon Ramsay, and he's just like fucking furious.
Yeah.
He looks fucking like somebody said something. Somebody said something.
Right, like it's amazing.
Like you guys just see him through like there are like basically windows in the doors. So as you're passing by, that's what you see.
So, real
Um,
quick, you did fill us in eventually. I know when we first got here, we met with Aurelia.
He's the only one that doesn't know.
But he's the one who doesn't know we're looking for the guy who poisoned your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it that
He also
Outside.
ran away outside
Okay, you're talking
an alleyway.
like-
With that, I'm just gonna give you guys a pause, and we're gonna touch on Phil for a second, on Derek.
What's up? I don't know.
So we're currently outside of the building looking in. She leads you. It's the same.
What? Alright, he was afraid he was gonna get noticed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they did notice me.
Right.
Yeah. So he made like his presence known,
He tried to like
Hide his
use
face
his
or anything.
nobility to try to get in there and
exactly,
Right.
but like his face is plastered all over the city.
and wanted posters, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you bring attention to yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah. So as you're just waiting outside, you see a bunch of people coming in and out, and you also see this group of like a band come outside, and they're all like smoking something, and they like see you in the alleyway, and they're like, "Oh, shit." And then like they keep moving down and like walk past.
Your anger.
They come out to smoke. They see me in the alleyway, and then they
And they're-
further down the alley.
Yeah, they're going past.
The actual drugs, or is that Joey's campus?
That was Joey's campaign. The two
I'm gonna be like, it might be smart to offer someone some drugs.
Truly, somehow,
9,000 types.
I'm out of drugs. I was carrying like literally, if you
100 different types of
If
drugs.
you carried the high
High
dose,
dose
you counted the weight, it would be insane.
Focus though. Besides,
Same door.
they did not come out of the main door. So if you're at this is the front of it, of the building, you're to the right of it, they walk past coming out on the right.
Are they still visible?
Yeah, well, they're passing. So they're going to be out of your visibility soon because you're in the alleyway looking out. They saw you were turning in, but then decided to go to another location. And they're heading further that way, which in this case would be
So like
West.
he's here, they're here, and going that way. And
I'm gonna.
they're going this
Yeah.
way, he's going this way.
Yeah.
They're crossing perpendicularly.
yeah.
I'm going to attempt the path of least resistance since I'm not sneaky at all. I'm gonna wait until they walk out of sight to try and avoid me. And try and walk in the stage entrance.
Okay. So, you come outside of the door, and like as you out of the alleyway, and as like you walk past, you kind of just like see them like as the last one looks to be a human goes in, he gives like one last like look out, sees you, lights his thing, and then goes further in, and then just a cloud of something amazing hits your nose.
Make fun.
That's not what Aaron would do.
But he could.
Derek, so he's not a
I guess he's not cool.
For the streets, bro.
Are you a fool, man?
What's the decision? What's the decision?
Alright, fucking, hey y'all, please, bro, what's up? Talk after him. I got cash, let me throw clouds on it.
Yo, he's like, yo, you got like, yeah, I mean, I'll take 5 silver pieces, dude. That sounds lit.
I toss him 20 silver pieces. I give him 2 gold.
Holy shit, dude. Thank you.
No problem. Let's
And then he lights it and then like hands it to you like first. And like you yeah, like he just gets it like started and then like hands it off.
What strain is this?
Oh dude, this is like pixie dust.
How long can I say weed, bro? You get me away. As hard as I possibly can. Sure.
Constitution save. It's a constitution save.
If they talk to me, 12.
Nice.
I have advantage on safe for poison if I'm being poisoned.
Technically, yes.
Hang on 2 seconds.
Please. Well, you decide what awful thing happens.
Yo, please, bro.
I felt they really wanted me to do that.
That's really funny.
They're just
I
trying to
did,
be
yeah.
I
like,
like it. I like it.
I wanted that. I was gonna try and sneak into the building. You're not sneaky. That's why this is your way in.
You'll blend in with the band when they walk back in.
Yeah, and he'll just be
Blaze
hidden
with
by
that.
the cloud of smoke.
So
Smoking them.
as you hit it, like you feel like your entire like your perception kind of just changes, right? Like before you were able to like hold a conversation with human beings, but now they all kind of feel like lizard people, don't they? They kind of all have that same energy to you, right?
People?
Yeah, you do know lizard people, but these are a different type of lizard people. You know what I mean? Like, there's some lizard people that are blue, but then there's some lizard people that are from another dimension, and these lizard people can blend in with other people in society. Yeah. Oh my god. They just fucking blend into the walls and shit.
Like this.
Yeah. Well, but like you guys are in this conversation this is the conversation that you guys are having, right? Like
Like talking about the lizard people.
Yeah.
Lizard people. Like I don't.
yeah. No, like you're all high together in this experience, right? So like all of them are like putting in like their 2 cents. An effect that it's going to have on you is that your perception rolls are going to have disadvantage as you perceive everybody to be these weird lizard people. This is going to go on for 3 hours.
Fair. Or
Yeah.
100%. But like, do I handle it well? Like, or like, do these guys?
You're not like throwing up,
Do these guys?
but like they can.
Are these
They're like, so like one of them is like, oh yeah, dude, this is like your first time, right? Like I can
Okay,
tell.
I mean, no, but like it's been a while, you know.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah. We'll always fall off the wagon, right?
I
Yeah,
couldn't help it. It smells fishy when you live in a.
dude. That's why we can't smoke it in front of other people. You know what I mean? Because they'll know.
Yeah.
Because they'll know. Yeah. But yeah, like so. What brings you in the city?
Oh, I'm trying to get into the show tonight, man. They blocked me at the gate because I didn't have any girls with me. You think I could like maybe sneak in with you guys?
Ah, you don't have pussy, bro.
I can get some at the show tonight. Man.
You mean like you want to be like the guy that helps us set up and shit?
Yeah, sure, I can do that. I'm strong. I can lift stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're about to move downstairs, and like that shit is fucking heavy, but we have to bring all our own shit.
Downstairs is like the VIP, right?
Yeah, but we're only gonna be on a set for like 25 minutes. It's just before like the big girl comes down. It's to open for her, you know?
Big girl.
Yeah. Oh, dude, she's so fucking hot.
What's her name?
Can't be there. What I would do for her, dude. Oh man.
Big girl.
To do this motion, he's like this. No, I'm joking. He's high, like so, like he's just like doing like
Control
exaggeration.
spine motor controls.
Yeah, he's just like doing like weird like
He's
shit.
flopping around more than this.
Yeah.
So as long as I have a general idea where he is, because I'm familiar with him, I don't need to see him to cast message. So since I've realized that
Is there a range on it though?
Yes.
120 feet,
I would say he's outside of this. Now you're in the basement level, and he's all the way outside.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's fair. I forgot we're in the basement now. If we're still in the first floor, I'd be like, there's no way.
Would he be able to sense it entered range?
It's like 120 feet is far.
I don't know if he would be able to. I think it's just like throwing out like a text message and
Yeah.
waiting for them to get reception.
Like,
So
and
then
I
you'll
could shoot
get
a
it,
message
maybe?
out and be like, it didn't go through. I would know
Yeah.
it didn't go through.
You would know if it wouldn't go through, but you wouldn't be able to
wouldn't
know if.
automatically go through when I entered range. You would have to keep attempting.
I'd have to try
Yes,
again.
exactly.
Until I'm in range.
So all I can do
And then
is
you
be
could
like,
respond.
Got it.
all I can do is turn to Torin and be like,
Got it.
Yeah.
can't find
Okay, so he tries to reach out to me.
not
He
sure
doesn't
where he
succeed.
is.
Does not
Uh,
succeed.
But I was trying to convince the band members to help me, and I tried to make a persuasion check to let me
Look at it this one.
Is it here, bro?
Okay, but man, like Candy's mine though.
Start shouting
No
online.
problem. All your stories.
Dude, what I would do for her.
So, you got
What I would do for her. But like, are you cool? Like, we don't really make a lot of money. So I don't know if I could like really like pay you that much, dude.
He'll give you a gold piece to get me in.
Dude, you already gave me like 2 gold pieces for all this
Right, you're gonna
fucking
get so
dope.
fucking drugs, bro.
Oh my god.
My boys,
Bro.
my boys.
Yes.
Pineapple Express.
Dude. Like, I don't know. What is that?
It's a. Don't worry.
It's a play.
Recognize moving picture. We'll talk about it.
What the fuck does that mean?
Gold piece.
Are you this person too?
It's shiny.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be so fucked up. When he like holds out, you go to like flick it towards him, and he like catches it. We're gonna take a pause on you, and
What should you just say? Yes.
we're gonna pick up with Yume. So we're gonna say at this point you have, yeah, you've changed into the outfit.
And because I'm assuming the manager wants to take a glance at me before I go out.
Okay,
The question.
yeah,
Can I use my shape changing food to give myself bigger tits?
absolutely. Cash. Oh, it's actually brilliant. So like
She gets
Inspiration.
advantage on
Inspiration checks.
I was gonna say on charisma checks that are like involve like persuasion,
Deception.
deception, and
Performance. Yeah.
yeah, that would be like the 3 advantages.
Persuade. Yeah, not intimidation, but persuasion.
Yeah,
Performance.
yeah.
Depends who's
No, you know what? Actually,
How many kids? How big they get?
okay. Well,
Look
to her, that's up to her. So there's like a mirror. I don't know, like what you're just normally look like, but like in the campaign, I'm saying.
Describe your top as your
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say though is that if it's too much of a change, he will notice.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be like for fun.
So he knows.
There's nothing wrong. It's not legal to be a changeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that
Though-
you change your body and anything. It's just
Apparently, to your knowledge, you have only met one other changeling, and that was Wolfgang. Besides when you lived in the Feywild. But
Well, does it matter? Because I'm not trying to copy a particular person.
no, I'm just saying that if you went from an A cup to a F, you know what I mean? Like there he's gonna be like, what the fuck happened? Just
Fashion
That's how the her outfit just didn't really.
jumpsuit.
yes, of course.
That's
So you come out with
have critical piece.
yeah.
Yeah, it just
I've had
to
those.
change your appearance and your voice to turn to the change.
You heard.
It doesn't say it has to, so what it look like.
Yeah, no. I knew that. I
I was asking, so I'm letting you know.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you come out and then like it's like clearly like this wasn't meant for this size, right? So like it's yeah, the music. Sorry. So clearly not meant for this size, but like his eyes kind of just like go like straight like beeline, and you see him like, yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
It's way easier to
Yeah.
say.
yeah.
Oh, God.
So in this entire conversation, he's not looking you in your eyes.
Yeah.
So so
That's understandable. I think.
yeah.
From what?
So entire conversation, he's like, so basically you would be on one of the lower tier systems because you're new and we don't really know how good you are at performing.
Okay.
So
What-
basically
What's this?
mostly on stage. Yeah, there are actually 2 polls and we work on rotations.
Oh,
Usually we have 2 other girls that are also working, but we're short staffed right now.
okay.
So Mandy is gonna have to do 2.
This is
I'm-
VIP area. The VIP area. It's not what I was above. The VIP area is just above.
Do I have to
Yes.
like?
And then if you go to VIP, it's the VIP area. It's like champagne.
Am I just on my own stage for now, or
Yeah.
do I have to like switch off with
Yeah, you're gonna be on rotation with Mandy and with Sandy.
Okay.
Also, do you give me a false name to call out on stage, right? Yolanda, right? Okay. So we work in about 15-minute sets. After which you're gonna get about a half-hour break in between.
Okay.
And then for about like an hour or so, you're gonna be walking around, seeing if any of the guests want laps, or and if any of the VIP members, fancy you, then it is expectation that you would entertain them. And whatever that means, we will discuss before you go in. Because there are different rates for different services.
Got it.
Do you understand?
Strip club / work.
No, I'm inside the alley. Huh? There you go.
I mean, it could be as little as stepping on balls and as much as like ball gags and whips. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a different flavor. We go based on whatever your comfort level is.
I can stop.
Alright. Honestly, we might have a guy down here tonight who's into that type of shit.
Alright. When we say it's been about 10-15 minutes since my last communication with her, it's time.
We're gonna say. So she's been changing. You guys were talking to the guy. You headed downstairs. Yeah.
Doing my check-in with you, man. Like, hey, everything still going good? We're heading down to VIP. That's where you are, right?
Okay, so I'm
Let's be on
gonna
the stage with Mandy and
I'm
say,
gonna like because me and him are like face to face, right?
You and the manager. Yes.
So for me to like respond to him, I'm just gonna like turn around to kind of like readjust my top.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn around so he doesn't see my
I
face.
can see.
And I'm just gonna say, but
pretty
just
good. Thank you.
to Brock,
Yeah.
I'll basically I'll be like, yeah, just be prepared for what you might see.
So, not having any context, sort of turn it toward and be like, weapons ready. I'm not. She warned me with what we might see. I don't know if it's going to be naked people. Go.
I guess I'm ready to take this stage.
Well, it's not your shift yet, but yeah.
So I just hang out here.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna have you because we're doing it in rotation. So Mandy and Sandy kind of always work as a duo. So I might actually have you performing on the solo stage. Here, let me bring you outside. As he brings you outside to show you like the ropes and whatnot, we're gonna say that you see them from across the way being led into
wow.
area.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fucked.
He's like, you see right in the middle.
So yeah, that's it. I have to make eye contact with everybody.
Also,
Kill the floor.
who thought it was a good idea to have the dragon as opposed to be hiding his face in the section?
Well, in a place like this,
They're
most
fine.
people in VIP are going to be criminals. They're not going to ask questions.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
No one wants to bring attention to the VIP area of the sleazy strip club whorehouse where most people are probably criminals. This is the best place for him to be.
but they were checking him out the door. They pressed him out the door.
Well, he wasn't a VIP
He wasn't a VIP then.
then.
They asked for name and company, and you guys gave them a bogus company.
I just said freelance. It worked.
So is
Well, I
he
should've
like
said
walking
Daddy
me
Dodger Squad.
outside?
Should have just said Blue Dragons.
What?
Is he like walking?
So
Blue
yeah,
Dragons.
okay, sorry. So bringing us back to Yume for a second. He points at that center stage, and you see that like Sandy and Mandy are in the middle of their set, and he's like, usually that's where Candy would perform, but she's having a rough go of it right now.
He's just going in your flesh and then
Yeah, she's gonna come in a little bit later, honestly, but she's probably just gonna stay in her room. And if she's in her room, that means she doesn't want to be bothered.
Oh,
She's getting ready for her set, you know what I mean? Like, just try to be respectful. She is like the main, keep of our stay, or stay of our keep, or whatever. I don't know what the expression is in English.
all
That's how we were Barbie.
right.
Yeah.
Is he gonna have to cook a meal? Is he getting this VIP? Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna go on in about like 5-10 minutes. So
Okay.
get yourself ready, get yourself oriented, and I'll be around if you need me. I usually am behind the bar helping out because we get real busy over there.
Okay.
All right, I'll leave you to it then. And he walks away from you. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So, well, he had left you, like, he had led you outside to show you where you would be performing, which would be this blue stage, right? And he, like, says, like, goodbyes or whatever, and he heads towards the bar over in this area, which is where the waitress is, like, leading you guys. So at this point, you guys can see each other clearly.
Gotcha. So we've made eye contact.
The three of you have a point of
Can I roll perception to see if I see anybody with a scar on their face? And
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Best.
And I'm gonna send I'm gonna send a message to Yume going, you seem to be pretty comfortable here. Do some laps, see if you find the guy we're looking for.
Okay, I'm about to go.
Maybe move your arms down so you don't look like you're hiding something.
I rolled a 17. It was trying to see them.
Okay. So you're able to see a lot of different people right now, but not a single person that's that fits that exact description that you guys were given. Currently you see there are two halflings right by the center stage. You pass by this is a human over here. There's a tiefling over in that area. And behind the bar, there is a dwarf.
Were we given the
It's told as a man. It's told a man.
If you
Human scar down.
human with brown hair with a scar down their
human
face,
brown hair scar. I knew about the scar. I just remember we got the
and male.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but,
yes.
a man from BTS.
If you need.
Awesome. You shapeshifted in horses.
All right, so but yeah, that's what you observe. What are you guys in the middle of?
They escorted sir.
No, that's
Access to his person.
It's access to the area.
How much is that table?
How much is a table?
Yeah.
I mean, we have like private rooms, and like the starting fee of that is like, like 500.
You don't have to think about it. The price is more than.
Yeah. Oh. He leads you on over to the bar, and she's like, "Treat them good. I think it's their first time." She blows a kiss to like the bartender behind her, and she heads back upstairs. It's fine.
So we see the half orc is at the bar also. Did we see him before? Do we know him as
saw
the
him?
manager?
No, but you saw him with Yume having a conversation where he was like going like this.
Gotcha. We saw him.
And like she was like nodding, acknowledging.
Yeah.
So you would have at least seen that interaction from across the way.
Well, it's right there.
Tatsuya. Igarashi.
So is the half orc behind the bar?
The right now he's kind of waiting on the edge, and you hear him like shouting out. He's like, "You feel overloaded? Do you need a break or anything? I can grab from like upstairs in the kitchen." And you hear the guy call back. He's like, "No, I'm okay, dude. Right now it's not so busy. A night without candy isn't really as good, He's like, "Yeah, no, I hear you. I think she's coming in like an hour or two."
So I'm gonna turn to the orc, and after hearing the half orc, after hearing that conversation, going, "Yeah, where is Candy? She's who we came down here to see."
I don't really like giving out information about the girls. We'll just say that, she's having like girl things or something.
Women. And I'm
Yeah,
right.
women. Some fucking bullshit, dude.
My buddy Katsuro told me about this spot. He told me to come see Candy. Like, you at least know if he's here. He's here all the time. Can I at least find him? He didn't let me know when we need him here.
I'm gonna roll something really quick. Also, can you roll me a deception?
Deception?
Because you're like, oh, I know, like Tatsuya, like he comes here all the
No,
time.
I literally just said like my buddy told me to come here and watch Candy. So I didn't like be like, hey, I know.
Technically, that's a lie too, though.
I know. 16.
Okay. He's like, no, I haven't seen him around tonight, dude. But this is way too early for him.
Alright, so he's got some information.
And then you see him,
he'll
like-
hang around for a little bit.
You see him, yeah. Like I said, hopefully like an hour or two, he heads around. He's just like scanning the area, like making sure everything's okay.
That's the manager guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that orc, that's the manager.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send a
You
message.
see him go into this room.
Okay. So I'm gonna send a message to Yume and be like, we heard Tatsuro might be here in a couple hours. Keep your eyes out, and if he does come in, try to get him to get a private room.
We'll be ready to bust him.
Yeah, we'll be down here. Don't worry, you won't be in there alone.
Alright, with that, we'll take a break and we'll head on over to Barnaby.
Yeah, how's that?
Kitchen.
Good player, chef.
Honestly, really good. You know what I mean? It's hard to find. Give me want to roll, but I don't know what roll it is.
How wise am I with
Yeah, it's really perception of like what is the sensation?
It's gonna be wisdom with
Efficiency? Yeah,
So that would be like 20. So it'd be like
probably like
plus an 8 or
my
something.
saving throw then, basically.
Yeah, if you're proficient in your wisdom save, then yeah, it would be like the same.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do the plus 8.
Yeah, wisdom save to like find fault in it.
Oh no, I can find no flaws.
You're like,
Like,
fuck, this is actually really fucking.
Being talk shit.
Like I was eating, I'm like, this is delicious, man. I speak to the chef myself.
Yeah, dude. I mean, are you ready to eat those words? I told you.
Of course,
It's been so good, right? Yeah, dude. I think you really fucking pissed him off, though. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably gonna make him feel a little bit better hearing that, like, you're gonna do
Look, I'll tell him I'll offer it to make me the dish. Just because I love his so much. I like the influence me something I love so much.
Oh, you're a chef too, man?
Yeah, I dabble.
You looking for a job?
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, you know, what is it? Our sous chef, like, he quit today, and so, like, we've been, like, really, like, short-handed for a while. But, yeah, no, let me call the girl over, I'll grab him. So, same situation, he calls over the waitress to, like, tell her to, like, pass the message along, and she's like, so she, like, leaves, goes behind the counter, comes back out, and I need another figure. We'll do this guy. The blonde guy for Gordon
Hell yeah.
Ramsay. So it's like human Gordon Ramsay comes out and like you see
They make money downstairs.
yeah. And you like his face is kinda like he's ready to like hear some bullshit. So like he's just like completely like shut down. He's like, or do you wanna talk to me?
Chef, that was fucking fantastic. One of the best meals I've ever had. I walk into a shithole looking like this. You don't expect good food.
Yeah.
It
He's
was nicest, but then I took one bite and I already knew.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, this is just what's on this meal plan. You have no idea what I even have fucking planned for the guys downstairs. Fucking immaculate.
Would you be so kind as to let me cook one for you in return?
If you can make yourself scarce and not stay, like, get in my way, because I got a lot of orders I gotta put out.
Oh, look. One bite and you'll want me next to you anyway. Don't worry.
He, like, looks at the waitress. He's like, bring him over in, like, 15 minutes. Let me just clear out some of the stuff I have packed up. Alright? So he, like, goes and he leaves, and then she's like,
We're gonna be nice. This has been a really bad day. His sous chef quit. His wife keeps giving him shit too. Like saying about he's never home. Oh my god. You have no idea.
he's in such a fucking mad mood right now, dude. Yeah.
He's run out of insulting.
Basically. So, but like after that, you finish up your meal or whatever, she brings you back into the kitchen, and you see like, it's definitely still crowded, but it's like him and a bunch of like, they look like maybe like three young kids who are just like, one is just washing dishes, and one is like helping with like menial things like cutting up potatoes or like shaving shit, you know what I mean? Like just doing like basic work, not actually helping with like the cooking.
Oh, fuck, chef. What's on your menu? Maybe I can actually help you. These kids they're fucking kids. What are you doing back here? How'd you make that with just fucking kids?
Dude, I'm fucking telling you, I'm having the worst fucking day ever.
So I'm gonna go up to him, I cast guidance on him.
Yeah. Okay.
They're like, why don't I help you out then? At least for a little bit, and then I'll put the man downstairs, the boss man, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can actually keep up with me, I need the help bad, dude. So I'm gonna
You can't keep up with him, and he just starts yelling.
guidance is a plus what?
Plus 4.
Then the music's gonna change to different, so
It's a 4 or a D4? The D4.
I know. Yeah. And then I knew that. What's it called? So going back, like he like so you see him like starting to like do things, and he starts like directing you. He's like, I need this medium rare. This person wants it like well done. Blah blah blah. He's like throwing out orders. I want you to give me a roll. What do you usually roll when you're making like meals and stuff? Do you do anything for that? Um,
I mean, when I like received my thing for chef, I was allowed to do Constitution
Yeah.
or something
okay.
to get a bonus to. And
Yeah.
I also have bonus with chef's cooking utensils.
Okay.
So I would like to argue I can roll my first stuff so that because it gave me that
Yeah.
thing in the first place.
Yeah. Okay. And especially if you chose wisdom out of
That's
the
my
two.
save. Yeah, I
Yeah.
chose that. So I like to argue it's like plus 8 whatever I roll.
Okay, yeah. So give me like a straight roll plus 8.
It's like
Okay. So for like the first round, let's say like the first like 10 minutes of cooking with him, like he like sees you like struggling a little bit, and like he starts giving you less like things to do. He's lessening the burden, and you can see him kind of like
You're
cutting
not as
back
helpful
the
as you're
stuff.
saying you were.
So another round of orders
I'm
starts
gonna get
coming
less
in.
myself now, so less than
Okay. Okay.
That's a 7.
David needs less.
That's 18 plus 8.
26.
So after struggling for the first round, like this second round, you're actually like you're like seeing what he's doing, and you're like
Look at me like, that's sobered up.
yeah, like you're making adjustments, and now you're actually even working faster than he is, and where you're to the point that you're on him and like asking like, what do I need to do next? You know what I mean? And like now he's getting a little bit flustered, and he's like, whoa, dude. He's like, can you keep up for one last round? We're about like say like for each one of these it's like 10, 15 ish.
Classic 15. It's just cantrip anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep casting plus my yeah, they're done.
Okay. So yeah. So you go for one last round.
So he's passing like 14.
Yeah. So again, like at this point, like you both are kind of tired, but like you're like neck and neck equal, and like there's like now there's this symbiosis in the kitchen where like everything is happening as it's supposed to. It's like you ever like everything the stars fall into place, you know.
Mama says you
Like
Kitchen curve.
kitchen karate. But yeah, like he's like so suddenly there's like a lull in the orders, and he like looks at you like you guys are both drenched in sweat, covered in shit, like but like made it out for this part of it, and he's like,
I think I've heard both fucking arms are cutting on my fingers. How do you fucking do it every day?
"Listen, man." Hey, fuck off. He's like, "Listen, man, it was a lot easier when I had my brother with me, but like, just shit with my wife means shit with him, and it's just, oh god, it's not even worth talking about. But I definitely need somebody like you to help me out."
Perhaps I can talk to your boss then.
Yeah. I mean, grab the waitress, we'll grab him, and then we'll set you up. Can you work tonight?
Well, probably speak to him first. How about that?
Yeah, definitely. All right. I'll see you around.
Basic bug fail. Really got your chance.
All right.
In the basement, or is he bringing the manager up to you?
I requested to go to him.
Yeah. So where did I put her? Right over here. Right. So she comes downstairs. And she looks around and doesn't currently see the manager. So she's like walking around the basement. We're gonna take a pause and we're gonna come back around to Derek. So
No drugs.
yeah, you're done smoking your pixie dust.